Hi everyone, I'm Michelle and you're welcoming you to the legendary workout. So we're gonna go ahead and start with hands on our hips and starting some mobility in our ankles. So what is the legendary workout? The legendary workout is like the most fun workout you're like ever gonna do ever. Why? Because it's so distracting. This is all about stories and all about like epic things. We're doing a lot of Greek mythology today. It's gonna be super fun. We're gonna do this 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna warm up those hip flexors by raising one leg up at a time. Just bring it up to about hip height, no higher. We're just getting nice and warm. So we're gonna cover stories from all over the world today. It's gonna be so fun, so distracting, and a little bit wacky, and a little bit crazy, but overall a good time. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna start jogging in place here. Breathe in and out. This whole warm-up section is just to get a little bit toasty, get our muscles a little bit looser. During our exercises today, we're gonna have a mixture of 2 things. We're gonna be working on some conditioning. We're gonna do a lot of stuff with weights, and then we're gonna be doing these cardio blasts. So it'll be about a minute that you're working in cardio, but we're kicking off the whole thing with this 5-minute warm-up just to get the juices flowing. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, hold here. You're gonna take a big step forward, come down into a lunge, and reach over to the side, getting a stretch in your full body. Come all the way up and stretch to the other side. And up, and stretch. So you're warming up your hip flexors here, getting a nice stretch and pull there, as well as the whole side of your body. Keep breathing through this. Nice. Keep it going. You got 4 more. 4, and 3. The stories will start, this is your last 2, when we start doing arms. Last one, come all the way up to the top, and you're gonna take one leg up at a time, just lifting up to getting that pull in the back of your hamstring, and start reaching your hands forward. Doesn't matter how high your foot comes up, as long as you're getting that nice little pull, and you're gonna start twisting side to side to pull in their whole back, in your shoulders. You've got 5, 4, 3. We're gonna move down into an inchworm here. So you're gonna come, stabilize your feet, reach all the way down, pull all the way forward, pull up, and reach up high. Down, forward, back, and reach up high. We're gonna do 3 more just like this. Back in, reach up, that's 1. Down, forward, back. That's 2, down, forward, back. That's 3. You're gonna reach side to side with a tiny little bend in your legs at the bottom while you're in center. You're getting that pull in your back and your shoulders. You should feel that warm up right across the back. Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, reach up overhead now. So now you're changing that direction to be a pull in the side of your body. Keep breathing nice and steady. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, come to center. You're gonna squat down. You're gonna pull up and bring those shoulders back and around and back and around. So you're getting those thighs nice and warm. Sit down deep, come up and shoulders around. Sit back like you're sitting into a chair. Your knees never come ahead of your toes. So you're sitting back and reaching your shoulders around. You got 3 and 2. Last one. And then you're gonna come all the way down and sit here and just sort of pulse for a minute, getting those legs nice and warm. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, stand up straight, get those legs a little bit wider, touch down to one toe, then to the other. So here you're getting those hamstrings nice and fired up as you're in your shoulders and your back, everything you got here. Keep going side to side. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, come all the way up. We're gonna end with jumping jacks. Breathe in and out. These are nice, easy ones. We're not going too fast. Not too excited yet. Don't worry, we have some exciting jacks later when we're on our way to heaven, and that'll make more sense later on. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, come all the way down. Awesome. Okay, so grab water. Anything you need. You've got about 13 seconds before I'm going to have you grab your set of heavier weights. Actually, sure, yes, heavier weights. Whew. Bring them right in front of you into 90-degree angles. And we're going to start just lifting those arms up, 2, down, 2. So I'm really excited about this first story. It's about a guy called Mwindo. And I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. I tried to look into pronunciations. It's kind of hard to figure it out. But this guy is in a story from the Congo area. And he's this like epic dude, right? So we're just going into his origin story today, really. He's one of those epic babies, right? So we're gonna start with him. His dad is Shimwindo, which means Windo's dad. So he had to name his child appropriately. Last 1, 2, take it all the way up, 2, reach out, 2, pull in. Good. All right, so this guy was like, I want to get rich. So I'm going to have 7 wives. And you know how to really get rich is have 7 daughters, because every time then that those daughters come of age, they'll get married and I'll get a nice little dowry. So that was his evil plot to get rich. So if you're looking for a get rich quick scheme, that's the one to follow. And he really didn't want a son because that was just a liability. So he has 7 wives. The first 6 all have daughters. The last one, his favorite one, still pregnant. And funky things start happening. Go ahead and bring those arms all the way down and in and out. And squeeze as you come to the back, like you're squeezing something between those shoulder blades. So this last wife, right? So she's still pregnant, which is kind of a bummer. And the baby is so powerful inside the womb that he starts doing her chores for her. So this guy turns out to be Mwindo. So when he finally is born, you've got 4 more here. 4, take it in. 3, I know I left you on a cliffhanger. Last 2, take it out. Take it in, last one, hold it out to the side in that little T and pull in. So when the baby is finally born, the baby is born able to like walk and talk and do all the great things, and also has a rad epic fly swatter. So we're gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it all the way down, come down to the floor, grab your set of light hand weights. We're gonna start on a push-up position. Take just 1 in one hand and lift it up like you're rowing. And hold steady with the up. So lift that arm so it comes back behind you. You're working on those triceps here. So dad is super upset, right? Dad's super upset that he has a son because that's going to cost him money. He's not going to make any money. So he like throws air at the sun because that's his magic fly swatter. And he deflects the arrow with that arm and that fly swatter. We're going to do 3 more. 3 and 2. Last one. That's the last one. We squat on that side. So go ahead and move to the other arm and pull back. And breathe out as you move that arm up. So the guy's like, obviously this is a problem for me, and this baby is magical. So he decides to bury him alive, as one does. And so while he's buried alive, though, he's like singing this song, and then he starts climbing out of the ground, this epic baby. 3 and 2. Last one. Go ahead and come all the way down. Pull down, stretch those arms in front of you. Get a nice little break, a little bit of relief here. You're gonna pull all the way up. You're gonna move over onto your back for some tricep dips. Feet come on the ground, booty raises up and then comes back closer to between your shoulders. Lift up, 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 up. So he climbs out of his grave. And the dad's like, okay, well, we gotta fix this again. So he puts him inside of a drum. And I know it doesn't seem like it, but in my mind, we're like in the shape you would be in if you were in like the crevice of a drum. And I know you're not believing me on this. That was the inspiration. Keep breathing out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. He sends the baby into the water. Go ahead and come onto your hands and knees. In this drum, tuck your toes under, lift all the way up, and walk into Who finds him, bring that feet shoulder width apart, arms come out in front of you to either side. You're gonna lift up, 2, down, 2, up, 2. So his dad's sister finds him and starts taking care of him and raises him up to adulthood. And then she has all these brother-in-laws, so he's raised by his aunt, and all these uncles who then decide to forge his body. So it's unclear exactly what that means, but I will tell you it is what we are doing right now. So they forge his body. It's unclear if that means they make him armor or they like take him apart and put his body back together in a way that's indestructible. Either way, it's this process of making him like super, super buff, right? He's basically unbeatable Arnold Schwarzenegger. You got 3 more. 3, take it all the way down. 2, take it all the way down. Last one. Take it all the way down, and we're gonna do little pulses at the bottom. Bring those arms up, up. Go higher in the crevice of your elbows. So then he decides he has some major daddy issues and wants to go take care of his dad. And by take care of, I mean like knock him out, not I'm gonna take care of you, Dad. All right, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the arms come all the way down. We're still forging our bodies. So go ahead and put those feet about shoulder width apart. Bring those arms down in front of you in a nice row and start pulling those arms up and down, up and down. So he decides to come take care of his father, and they end up in this epic battle where all of his uncles decide to go before him, and they're like, oh, we'll take care of this. They all die. And then he decides, oh, with wrath, I will take care of all of you. And so he's indestructible, and then all this lightning comes down and kills everybody, and his dad runs away. That's a cliffhanger we're gonna leave on for this guy. You got 5 and 4, 3, 2, last one. We're gonna do 1 minute of cardio blast. Put those weights down to the side, and we're gonna be lightning here. So you're gonna toss down lightning side to side in skater jumps. So as if lightning is striking the ground, striking all the people, killing them all dead. Luckily, what happens afterwards is that he is able to resurrect his uncles with his magic fly swatter. Yes, he is. So even imagine right now you're using a fly swatter to resurrect your uncles. It happens. All right, get down low and move fast. You only have 1 minute of cardio here before we move on to the next exercise. Breathe and move. So this epic of Mwendo continues, but here we're just doing the origin story. He does a lot of stuff. He's gonna go down to the underworld later on, but we're gonna leave him here for now. You've just got 10 seconds left. Make it lower, make it faster. Got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Yay! Okay, you got 10 seconds here to recover. Now we're moving into our next set of exercises. You're gonna come down on the ground. That's right. That's so annoying. Oh, you got 30 seconds actually. 30-second rest. Grab water, anything you need before we continue with our next exercise. We're going to Greece. So we're gonna go travel to some Greek mythology. Actually, one of my favorite stories. I'm sorry if I screwed up. It was one of my favorite stories when I read it back in like 12th grade. It's the story of Psyche and Eros, which is like the best love story in all of Greek mythology. So you're gonna come down here into supermodel pose, start lifting your leg up. This is Aphrodite. So we're starting with Aphrodite. She's the god of beauty, or goddess of beauty, sorry. She'd be offended. She has a son. Her son is Eros. Eros is like the really hot kind of love, like, ooh, that's love. So that's the origin of the name. So Eros, or Cupid in the Roman, he's her son, so we'll get into him later. But for now, Aphrodite sees this woman named Psyche. You got 3, 2, hold up at the top, and we're gonna pulse, 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 pulse. Pull your abs in, pull your body up, and pull that leg up as high as it can go. And Psyche's beautiful, so drop dead gorgeous. And she's super lonely, and she's a princess. She's like got all the qualities you'd want in a story, right? And so Aphrodite is kind of pissed because not only is she gorgeous and lonely, she's actually more gorgeous than Aphrodite. Or at least people are leaving the altar of Aphrodite to go worship at this mortal's feet. So she's like, okay, curse time. 3, 2, 1, take it down, swivel around, we're doing the other side. Arm comes down, legs stack right over the other, hips are stacked. Your hand comes down to steady yourself or on your hips and bring that leg up one at a time. You can choose now. You're either the loneliest princess in the world, Psyche, or you are Aphrodite, or you're just like a really manly, also very attractive person, I guess. And so she sends her son. She's like, I will get this woman the worst ever punishment. She will marry a beast. That's what I'm going to do. So she sends her son down, Cupid or arrows, to make him shoot her with his like magic arrows and make her fall in love with the beast. You got 3 and 2. Last one, hold at the top and pulse, 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 pulse. So he goes down. He sees her though, and he's like, oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. I can't tell myself. So he falls in love with her. A lot of stuff happens. I'm not going to go into all those details, but eventually he is able to seduce her into this relationship, right? You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But he makes himself invisible. We're going to come all the way up to our feet. You're going to grab your 2 lighter weights and bring them to either side, standing in a wide position. And you're going to bring one arm down and the other arm down, touching your feet and pulling it back up. You can opt for heavier weights here if you'd like, but for now we're just moving side to side here. And so he's invisible, and she can't see him, and she's kind of okay with this beast relationship she's in because he's not really much of a beast, he's just invisible. And then her sisters come, and they're super jealous, and they're like, you should look at him. So Psyche goes and looks at him while he's asleep, and she's like, oh my gosh, he's so beautiful. And it wakes him up, and then the oil splatters on him from her candle or her light, and he freaks out, and he feels super betrayed and runs up to his mom, Aphrodite. And his mom is like, perfect, my chance to give this woman lots of tasks. This is very normal in Greek stuff. So we're gonna do the first task here. You're gonna reach down, and you're gonna lunge now, side to side. And the first task, she's like, I'm gonna give you 4 tasks to be able to see your husband, my son, again. And the first task was to give her a big pile of sand and different kinds of grains, and said, you have to sort through all of these, put them in their different piles. And Psyche's like, oh, woe is me. And all these ants show up, and they start separating the pieces. That's what you're doing here, is you're separating the different grains and putting them into piles. And so in that way, the ants really accomplish the first task. We're gonna come down to the ground, drop those weights to the side, down on the ground. You're gonna lift one leg up in the air, pull it in, up and in. So you're tapping the foot toward the ceiling. So the second task is to get golden fleece from these golden sheep. Turns out these golden sheep, which you are being right now, are murderous. So she can't go anywhere near the sheep. You've got 3, 2, last one, hold in the air, and pulse, pulse, pulse. But a water nymph tells her, like, hey, by the way, what you should do or could do is go grab the wool that has caught onto different trees and use that and bring that back. Bring that leg down, switch for the other leg, pull it in and up, in and up. And so she does that. She collects the wool, the golden wool, and brings it to Aphrodite, and Aphrodite is once again slightly thwarted. And so she gives her another task. And this next task is to go down to the river Styx. And when she goes down, to collect part of the river and bring it back in a bottle. You got 3 more. 3, 2, last one, hold in the air and pulse. And so when she goes down, she meets this magical eagle, or rather like Zeus helps set this situation up. And the eagle goes, fills up the bottle and brings it back. And so she's able to help bring it back to Aphrodite. And so once again, the third task is completed. The fourth task, bring that leg down, pull back, give those booty just a little bit of relaxation for a moment, reach those hands out in front of you. The fourth task is to go see Persephone. And Persephone is the goddess of the, or the goddess in the underworld. Pull all the way up, tuck those toes under, reach up and walk in towards your feet. And basically grab whatever Persephone's beauty balm is, right? Pull all the way up. And we're gonna come back here and we're gonna start leaning side to side. Your hands can come in the center, either way. All right, so then she brings that, but on her way up, she's like, oh my gosh, if this is the beauty balm that even Aphrodite needs, how much more so do I need it? So she opens it up and then dives. So Cupid has to go down, Cupid or arrows has to go down into the underworld, like we're doing now, traveling down to the underworld to take her back up. So he takes her, he brings her back up all the way to the heavens with Zeus, and says, hey, this is my gal. Please make her immortal. And they give her ambrosia and she becomes immortal. And then what we're gonna do now is come all the way up for a cardio challenge. We got wings. So the wings she's often depicted as a butterfly. And she gets these fantastic wings and she becomes immortal, and together they have this baby, Hedone, which means bliss or joy. The whole thing is a story about how you need like love and your brain, and then you get joy. All right, you got 5, 4, we're gonna make this fancier. We're gonna make it joyful. So you're gonna twist down, head up, twist down, head up, twist down, up. So you're just amping up this and pretending it's just really joyful. Down, take it up. You're about 15 seconds left in your cardio blast. You're doing great. Breathe in and out. Down and up. 5 seconds. One more here. And you're done. Yay! Oh, I feel like the moral of that story has less to do with like true love and more to do with if you want the task to be done correctly, you should rely on other people rather than yourself, because she just screwed it up when she tried doing it on her own. So you've got 30 seconds here. Take water, whatever you need, before we get started with our next one, which is also in Greece. Whew. Grab whatever you gotta do to get ready for the next exercise. I just like moving, so that's why I dance. Breathe in and out. Come into a wide position. Toes slightly pointed out. You're gonna try to keep the not completely in, but mostly in. Reach up and bring it down. Reach up, bring it down. Good. All right. So you may already be able to tell where this is going, but I'll inform you anyway. There was these guys called the Titans. They got into a fight with the Greek gods who came after the Titans. Anyway, one of them was named Atlas. Whew. And Atlas ended up needing to be punished because he was on the losing side. And as losers need punishing, so did Atlas. Atlas was given the celestial heavens to hold over his head. And he couldn't let go of them unless someone else willingly took them. But this is kind of a heavy burden to keep the heavens from falling down on earth. Kind of sucky. All right, we got 4, 3, 2 more, 2, hold at the bottom here, and pulse, pulse, pulse. Get lower, get about an inch lower. You can do it. Breathe in and out. So he is destined to hold up these heavens. One thing that they're often confused with is the earth. He's not actually holding the earth. He's holding like something more celestial than that. Reach one heel up, the other heel up. Keep pulsing down here at the bottom. Drop a little lower. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way down. Bring it all the way up. We're going to drop down to the ground. Feet come in front of us. Hands on either side. We're going to push that your glutes up. Squeeze at the top. Let it come down. Squeeze at the top and bring it down. So one of his stories is with Perseus. Perseus is traveling around, and he comes up to this kingdom where Atlas is king. I'm not really understanding the logistics there, but just go with me on this. And he says, I need shelter. Atlas, having heard that he'll be like eventually have a problem with a son of Zeus who will try to steal his golden apples, is like, wait, you can't stay. But for his lack of hospitality, 3 and 2, last one, hold at the top, hold here and pulse up, 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 up. Breathe in and out while you pulse and really clench those glutes. And Perseus is like, oh, this is not okay. And so turns Atlas not just into stone, but into a whole mountain range. Go ahead and lift your leg up, pull down, push up. Second round, push up. And so this, you can't really tell, but is a mountain range. You got 4, 3, and 2. Last one. Take it up, switch your legs. Bring that other leg up, down, up. So we're still being Atlas, the mountain range, but I'll go on to the next story anyway. So the next story is going to be with Heracles. Right? So Heracles, 4, 3, 2, 1 is like this super strong dude, right? Pull those legs in towards your chest, get a nice little break for a moment, and then we're gonna flip around onto our stomach and come onto our hands and knees. We're gonna reach our hand toward our leg and then switch toward the other. So Heracles needs to get, for one of his challenges, he's given like 10 tasks, actually 12, but 10 to start off with. He was cheating a little bit. And so for the 11th task, to go get some golden apples from Hera's garden. Hera's garden happens to be protected by Atlas's daughters, who are prancing around the tree. But what is also there is like a multi-headed sleepless dragon. And that's what we are. So this sleepless dragon's name is Ladon, which isn't really scary. But this dragon is guarding this tree. So Heracles has to go ask Atlas for help. Because Atlas, knows his daughters. He can do this. 3 and 2. Last one. Push all the way up. Walk in towards your feet. Grab your set of lighter weights. We're going to come down here. Bend your knees. Ever so slightly. Zigzag formation. Hold your weights here. And you're going to reach back and in. So Heracles says, if you go get that, I will take your place. And I will hold on to the celestial heavens. And so Atlas is like, sure. So he goes, he gets the golden apples, no problem. Brings them back and says, oh, hey, Heracles, how about you just tell me where to drop this off? And I'll take care of that for you. Because he's all like, the only way for me to get rid of this world on my back, which is what we're holding right now, is if someone else willingly takes it. And so Heracles is like kind of suspicious. He's like, something seems like it's up. 4 and 3 and 2. Last one, hold back and pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep looking down. You're looking about a foot or two in front of you. Lift those arms up higher. This should hurt. It's the celestial heavens. Just grin and bear it. Keep breathing. So Heracles is all like, hey, dude, yeah, sure. But actually, could you help me for a second? I can't have a wedgie. Not in so many words, but he's like, my cape's in an uncomfortable position. I could really use your help adjusting, holding the world for a second while I adjust my cape, which in my opinion is basically the same as saying, I've got a wedgie, help me out. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those weights down to the side. Actually, just take one with you. Pull it up over your head and give it a nice little pull there. So then Atlas takes the world from, or the celestial heavens from him for a moment so that Heracles can adjust his flag. All right, see ya, and runs off and brings the golden apples away. Whew, take that weight down. We're going to move into our cardio challenge next. That's basically the end of Atlas's story. He's still out there holding the celestial heavens. We're going to be Atlas's daughters, right? They're guarding this tree. with the golden apple. So you're moving fast, and then we're gonna step over the dragon ladon, like this. So reaching those legs up high, I'm gonna tell you to jump real high. All right, jump, woo, and jump, and jump. Good, jump, jump, bring those legs up high, jump, 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 jump. You're doing great, jump, jump. Still guarding, jump. Looking good. 10 seconds left. You got this. Jump. 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 Keep going. Stay strong. Jump. Just one more and jump. Whew. Good job. You defended those golden apples. So good. So technically still got them. So like how good really. Breathing it out. You got 30 seconds here. Grab water, anything you need before we get going again with our fourth and final story of the day, traveling to North America for some crazy United States folklore. Yes, always kind of the craziest of the bunch. Whew. We're gonna end with, I'm gonna have to look at my notes a little more for this one because it's really like bizarre. Yeah, Captain Storm Along. Come all the way down, and if you have a light pillow or a light towel to hold underneath your glutes, I'm gonna use one here to help take the tension out of your lower back. So hold those legs up and start shifting them side to side. And bring them down, 2, 3, 4. Take them up, 2, 3. We're gonna continue at this pace right here while I introduce you to Captain Alfred Bulltop Stormalong. So he was born 18 feet tall. He is a big baby. This is the second miraculous baby we've covered. Heracles was too, but we didn't really go into that. Dig it down and dig it up. So we're just moving nice and gently through the water, getting used to this. So basically, Captain Stormalong, he becomes this epic sea captain. We're gonna do up one more time, and we're gonna hold up at the top, still shifting those legs side to side. Hands come behind your neck, and holding that head like a heavy bowling ball, you're gonna lift up, 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 up. So pull from your abs, not from your neck, not from your shoulders. Really contract those abs while you swim and show Alfred who's boss. Okay, so Captain Stormalong's main enemy, lifelong rival, is the Kraken. It's part of Norse mythology, which I will get into some. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down, pull those abs in, pull those legs in, give it just a brief little rest, pull them back up and start shifting those legs again. Hands wrap behind your neck, and you're gonna shift side to side, working to those obliques. Still swimming with those legs. Don't worry, we'll be landlocked soon, because after his first encounter with the Kraken escapes and he is so defeated, he goes and becomes a shepherd. All right, bring those legs down. With being like Stormalong, seems like a really bad life move. Whew. We're gonna come onto the side, plant your arm into the ground, reach those legs out to the side and pull up and just hold here. Working those obliques nice and steady. So he becomes a shepherd. Sometimes he becomes a rancher, unclear where he moves exactly. But he does this for a while. Eventually he gets back on his boat and starts doing some pretty crazy stuff. So he is actually responsible for the Panama Canal. Go ahead and come down. We're gonna switch to the other side. Plant that arm into the floor. Reach up, hold the arm into the sky. Pull those hips up as high as they go. So he was in the ship, and they plowed so swiftly and powerfully through the that landmass in Panama that they were able to, in fact, create the Panama Canal. He is actually also the reason the cliffs of Dover are white. His boat skidded across them and just made them all white by doing that. It's a powerful dude. Come all the way down. We're gonna go back in the water. So go ahead and grab one, your weight, come into a V position. You can either keep your feet on the ground, you can raise those feet up. Here we go, swimming again. Breathe in and out, just holding this weight here for some extra tension. We're gonna start moving side to side. Weight one side and the other. And so this guy, he's so big. Like most American legends, he doesn't really have a plot or anything. He just has a lot of things about him that are like, kind of sound like the beginning of your mama jokes, right? Captain Stormalong was so big, his boat could fit an entire Arabian horse like group on it, like that kind of stuff. So that's how big his boat was, like a whole herd of Arabian horses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Weight is on your legs. Pull down all the way. Weight comes to your chest and pull up all the way. Pull down and sit up. Pull down and sit up. So hopefully he does eventually meet the Kraken again after he gets over his original like mental hang up over being defeated once, this guy. So he goes and he fights the Kraken and ends up pulling him into a whirlpool where he remains to this day. There are many stories as to how Captain Stormalong came to die. There are 3 mainly. We're going to keep going right here. Take it up and bring it down. The first one involves like a battle on a cruise or a steamboat versus his ship, and he like battled so hard that at the end he was so fatigued, he won, but he died. So that's one of them. The second one, I have to remember what it looks like. Oh yeah, he was in this hurricane, and the hurricane was so powerful, but he was so powerful. We're gonna do 2 more just like this. Take it down, take it up, take it down. All right, excellent. Bring that leg or that weight all the way down to the side and lift those legs back up into the air. Reach your hands up and start reaching toward those toes. Up and up and up and up. Good. Breathe and put it up. So the hurricane, much like we're doing right now, lifted him all the way up to the sky. And that's how he died. The third one, my personal favorite, is that he had such a big appetite that he ate 6 sharks and died of indigestion. Yes, that is one of the stories of how he died. 3, 2, and take it down. Pull those legs all the way in. Breathe in and out here. We're gonna get a nice little break here before we move into our final cardio blast. Breathe in and out. You're gonna come all the way up. And we're going to start with jumping like a hurricane is bringing us up by just bringing your knees up and bring those legs up. Keep going right here. We're not going to do this the whole time, don't worry. That would be completely exhausting. Maybe that's why he died of a hurricane. Or you got 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to start doing little legs. And we'll see this is the other way he died. So we're going to go through all the phases of his death. This is the journey away from, or in that big race, away from the other steamboat, which he won. Move forward and move back. Move forward and move back. Forward and back. Forward and back. The last one, of course, is the shark eating, which I'm not sure exactly how to imitate, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna come down to the ground and we're gonna lift our arms up one at a time, imitating a shark moving through water. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Excellent work. Pull all the way up to your feet. and roll up nice and slow. As you reach all the way up, head comes back. We're gonna stand, feet wider than shoulder length apart. Pull that air in and let it go. Pull it in and let it out. One more time. Pull it in. And as you come down, bring those hands to your hips. Bend into a flat back position here. Breathe in and out. Take your left hand onto the ground. Reach your right arm up into the air, opening up your chest. Bring that right arm down and open up the other arm. If you have any corrections or comments on the videos and the facts of the myths or pronunciations, please let me know. I'd much rather get it right than be sitting on YouTube getting it wrong. Take it all the way down. We're going to turn around to our right leg and move forward over, oh yeah, into a nice long hip flexor stretch, and it feels so good. And if you enjoy these stories as much as I do, because they're so fun, let other people know about them. It's weird and it's interesting, to me at least, to do workouts to stories. So feel free to bring more people, invite them to whatever weirdness this is. The more the merrier. Bring that back leg down, pull back, let those toes come up off the ground. Ooh, yeah. Bend over this leg, getting a long stretch. And if you like these videos, hit subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of Rise and Reignite Fitness. Keep breathing. Pull all the way up. Plant that toe, back toe under so that your knee comes up off the ground. You're gonna kind of crawl over to the other side. Our back foot comes back behind us. Come into that nice long hip flexor stretch here. Breathe in and out. Let that back leg drop down to the ground. Pull back and let those front toes come up off the ground. Lean down into this hamstring stretch. Let each breath, every exhale, draw you a little closer to this leg. You pull all the way forward. We're going to go ahead and bring this leg down onto the ground and come sit forward facing me. First, draw one leg over the other, one knee over knee, into a cow's head pose. So you have a bunch of options here. This is to stretch out your glutes, the backs of your thighs right near your glutes, right in those side gluteus medius areas. So if you want to do a figure four stretch here, or a lotus stretch or half lotus stretch, those also work great for your body wherever you're at today. Walk in and shift into the other leg, knee over knee, and pull forward. So good. Breathe as you pull down a little closer to the floor. Exhale and fall a little closer. Start walking back in. We're going to bring those feet together in front of us. We'll lean down into this stretch. You can have your knees or your elbows on your knees, maybe slightly pushing down, but don't push down too hard. You don't need to force any position here. It's just to give your body a nice little stretch. You can even play with this so that if your head goes down, you arch your back, you're getting a little more into your a back stretch versus if you try to hinge from your hips down and keep your back straight, you're moving that stretch more into your inner thighs. So wherever your body wants or needs today. Come all the way up. We're gonna go ahead and put our left leg out. Right leg comes in toward our body. Wrap your hand around your right leg. Look back over your right shoulder like, oh, hey, what's back there? Breathe in and out as you twist, and maybe twist a little deeper. And we're gonna switch.
Activity completed.
Other leg forward. Wrap your arm around the opposite leg. Looking back. Breathe in and out. And we're going to come to center. Feet come into a cross position. Hands on your knees. One breath in and out. Drop your hands to the ground. We're going to do one more big breath in and out here. Raising our hands all the way up. Inhale and exhale. Breathing all the way out. So wonderful to see you guys today. Let me know you came. I love to know you're here working out together. It's so fun for me. And yeah, stay tuned. See you later. Bye.